Mattie Kenny, Cuala manager, massive congratulations. You are All-Ireland hurling champions.
Yeah, we are. We're delighted. It was a great day for Cuala, great day for our club, and especially great day for this team of players, subs, backroom team, and everybody involved. So we're really delighted.
Were you expecting it to be so comfortable today? I mean, you were the better side today, and I think it was a 12-point win in the end.
It didn't feel that comfortable out, I suppose, goals wins matches, they say, and the first period of that game was frantic enough. The pitch was a little bit slippy from the rain. The touches weren't right, and it took us 6 or 7 minutes to get a bit of rhythm going. And I think they scored first, so it was a point each, 2 point ones their favour. But I suppose after 10, 12, 15 minutes somewhere along there, we got a goal, and I thought that was a big score, and it gave us a very small cushion. But the most important thing, we kind of settled into a rhythm. Then it's got our hurling going. We're becoming more comfortable on the ball. We're kind of looking up, getting better angles on our attacks, and I suppose, as I said, it took us a while to get to that level. But then once we start playing our own game, we grew into the game.
I suppose there's a worry coming into a game like this. It's such a big occasion that you're a very good side, but will you perform on the day? And I mean, you obviously did perform on the day. There was a lot of great games out there today from a Cuala point of view.
Yeah, look, it's this group, I suppose, together 30 months. Obviously, they were together. But I'm just saying, with this management team, and we came together 30 months ago, and I suppose consistency was what we're trying to develop. And look at this year's Dublin Championship. There's a few games the margins are very, very tight. Against Crokes and Bowden especially, it could have gone anyway. But once we got into Leinster, we kind of got into our stride more so. And in fairness to these guys, every day they go out, they're playing a nice brand of hurling, and they're playing attacking style of hurling. That's what I was saying. After 10 or 12 minutes today, we got into that stride, and they kept pushing it on. And these lads over the last 30 months, was times their character's been really tested, and more often than not, they come up with the answers. And I suppose that's showing that the team has grown as a group, and becoming more experienced.
You talk about character there, and it looked like you were coasting to victory. Then with 10 minutes to go, Ballyea scored a goal. So that looked like maybe the comeback might have been on from Ballyea point of view, but you literally shut them out. They didn't score again after scoring that goal, and you went on and obviously won the game pretty comfortably in the end. You must have been delighted with the reaction to that goal.
Yeah, they're good. We spoke in the lead up to the game about trying to how we managed the last 15 minutes, because we're aware that Ballyea it finished strong, that they finished strong in all their games. So we kind of looked at that, how we're going to manage that last 15 minutes. And obviously at the time it was disappointing we give away the goal, but we straight away went up the field, and Darragh Connell got a brilliant point. I think he actually shot and went off the crossbar over, but we could nearly have responded with the goal within 30 seconds. But a few players later we did get a goal, and I suppose once we got that goal, then I kind of felt that would take the steam out of the Ballyea comeback. And in fairness to our lads, they kept pushing on and keep tacking on scores on the scoreboard. And it is important that you keep the scoreboard ticking, that when a team like Ballyea comes at you, and obviously at some stage you're going to concede either a point or in that instance a goal. You need to go back down the field and make sure you keep the scoreboard ticking.
This is a long road, and I'm sure back in December 2015 you lost the Leinster final to out at the Ballyea. Nearly the furthest thing away from that it seemed was Croke Park. March 2017 and the possibility of winning the All-Ireland, but you've done it. I mean, it's been a long road.
Been a long road. I suppose looking back, the approach we took was correct. That game was played in early December, so we left it. Then I met with the players, just after Christmas, and the lads said, they had the hunger to go back again at, and I said, if that is the case, then we just got to go and take one game at a time, and try to get out of the group in Dublin, because I knew the pitfalls that could be along the way if you look too far ahead, So we said we'd just take one game at a time, build the momentum. And that first game was against Crokes in the group stages, and it ended up in a draw, and Mark Shooter had to get a last minute goal for a draw match for us. So that's how difficult it is, So that game was played in April, and then we had Vinnie's in a difficult game in August, and we had to win that game to come out of the group. And then with Bowden in the quarter final, which was extra time, and Lucan really gives a difficult game in the semi-final, and then Croke's in the final. That game could have gone anyway. Like, so it was. I mean, but I suppose, as I said earlier about the character of these guys, like we found a way to win the matches, and then we got back into Leinster. We never spoke about Leinster. We never spoke about losing Leinster finals. Even we got back into Leinster to win, to get to the semi-final, get to the final, and then obviously to win that game to get to the All-Ireland semi-final. So we never looked, in fairness to us, we never looked any further than the next game, and I think that kind of that approach kind of stood to us, because it's if you look too far ahead, you might just never get there.
I was out at Cuala last Saturday, and the support around the area is just huge. Red and white flags all over Jockey, all over the area as well. This is massive for the club and for the area as well.
Yeah, it is. Look, it's like the cool ultras, like the colour and the enjoyment they bring to it, and the fun they bring to it, is massive for us and massive for the area. And it's, I suppose, that part of Dublin, Cuala is the most south team in Dublin, and it's really bringing a huge awareness to the game of hurling, and support in the area is growing the whole time, and there's people coming on board, and I suppose thanks to these players, they're giving them something to support, something they can be proud of, and something they can identify with, and so it's a good story, it's I suppose the challenge now is see what can you do with this product now, how you can grow it from here.
I know that's my next question is, you've just won the All-Ireland, but this is a young panel, this is a young side. This could be the start of a very long road of success for Cuala if everyone stays together and if everything goes well for you.
Yeah, but if you think of that, it mightn't happen. You mean when you look at some of the teams in Dublin, the Crokes, the Burdens, the Judes, the O'Tooles, the Vinnies, there's only a puck of the ball between us, so you mean your next game, I think our next game is against Ballyea in 6 weeks' time, so that's a game against our neighbours, so, and I'm sure that they'll want to kind of soften our cough, so to speak, a little bit, so there's you can never look too far ahead in life, there's opportunities there for a lot of teams in Dublin, ourselves included. But look, you just got to get your heads down and not get too far ahead of yourself,
And finally, this is, like I mentioned already, this has been massive for Cuala, it's been massive for Dalkey, but it's also massive for Dublin hurling. The fact that a Dublin club have won the All-Ireland, this is huge for Dublin itself. Dublin hurling will take massive confidence from this win.
Yeah, I think they should do. There's a number of the guys here, they'll be going back into the Dublin panel over the next couple of weeks. When I was involved with Galway, if Perpton was in the All-Ireland series, you'd be missing through all the league and everything, and then come back to you in April, and it is like buying 6 players. It's going to be a big help to that Dublin squad, that Dublin panel, and to be a big help to Jercunnia.
Well, huge congratulations, Mattie. Enjoy the celebrations tonight.
Indeed. Thanks very, very much. Thanks
for
for
all
your
your
support.
No worries. Thanks, Mattie. Cheers
Thanks
for that. Sorry for keeping you so long.
No, you're fine.